In the previous video, we already learned about trunk. After configuring trunk, now same VLAN between room can communicate each others. VLAN 10 in the room 1 can communicate with VLAN 10 in the room 2, and VLAN 20 in room 1 also can communicate with VLAN 20 in room 2. Next, in this video, we are going to learn about allowed trunk. Let's just start. Let's open switch 1, enable, and show interface trunk. Here we have interface trunk, which is fast Ethernet 0/5. Here we can see allowed on trunk. This means which VLAN that allowed to pass the interface. By default, all VLANs is allowed to pass the interface trunk. Here we can see that the allowed on trunk is VLAN 1 until 1005. In the real device, the allowed on trunk will be 1 until 4095. Because the number of VLAN is between 1 until 4095. Here, we can configure custom allowed trunk. So we can configure which VLAN can pass the interface trunk. Let's say here we only have VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. For security reason, we want to configure so only VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 can pass the interface trunk. Let's configure the allowed trunk. Conft or configure terminal, and then go to interface fast Ethernet 0/5. To configure allowed trunk, the command is switch port trunk allowed VLAN 10 20. Now, let's see the interface trunk. Okay, here we can see that now allowed on trunk is only VLAN 10 and 20. Let's also configure in switch 2. Conft, interface fast Ethernet 0/5, and then switch port trunk allowed VLAN 10 20. Let's see the trunk. Do show interface trunk. Okay, here we can see that now the allowed on trunk is only VLAN 10 and 20. Now, let's try to communicate between PC in the VLAN 10. Okay, this is success. Now, let's try between PC in the VLAN 20. Okay, this is also success. So now, all PC in the same VLAN still can communicate each others. This is because VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 is allowed to pass the interface trunk. Now, let's try to add a PC. Let's say we will configure this PC to VLAN 30. Let's change the name of the PC. Let's say PC 9, and here PC 10. Let's connecting this to switch 2. This PC will also in the VLAN 30. Now, let's configure the switch. Here, fast Ethernet 0/6 will be in the VLAN 30. Let's create the VLAN first. Let's say the name is engineering. And then assign the interface fast Ethernet 0/6 to the VLAN 30. Interface fast Ethernet 0/6, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30. Let's verify it. To show VLAN brief. Okay, here we can see that fast Ethernet 0/6 is in the VLAN 30. Next, let's configure on switch 2. Here, fast Ethernet 0/6 will also in the VLAN 30. Let's create the VLAN first. And then assign interface fast Ethernet 0/6 to the VLAN 30. Interface fast Ethernet 0/6, switch port mode access, and then switch port access VLAN 30. Let's verify it. To show VLAN brief. Oh, I'm sorry. Here I do a mistake. This is should not fast Ethernet 0/3, but fast Ethernet 0/6. So, let's bring fast Ethernet 0/3 back to VLAN 20. Interface fast Ethernet 0/3, switch port access VLAN 20. Now, let's configure fast Ethernet 0/6. Interface fast Ethernet 0/6, switch port mode access, and then switch port access VLAN 30. Let's verify it again. Do show VLAN brief. Okay, here we can see that fast Ethernet 0/3 and fast Ethernet 0/4 is in the VLAN 20. And then fast Ethernet 0/6 is in the VLAN 30. Now, let's try to ping between PC in the VLAN 30. Okay, here we get an error PC10 has no functional port. This is because we don't configure the IP address yet. Let's configure it first. For PC9, let's say the IP address is 192.168.1.9. For PC10, the IP address is 192.168.1.10. Okay, now let's ping again from PC9 to PC10. Okay, here we can see that the result is failed. Let's try again. Okay, still failed. Why? This is because the allowed on trunk is only VLAN 10 and 20. Let's see it again. Do show interface trunk. Here we can see that the allowed on trunk is only VLAN 10 and 20. VLAN 30 is not allowed to pass the interface trunk. Now, let's configure so VLAN 30 will allow to pass the interface trunk. Go to interface fast Ethernet 0/5 and then switch port trunk allowed VLAN. And here, earlier we directly put the number of VLAN, which is 10 and 20 like that. But if now we directly put the number of VLAN like this, so the allowed on trunk will be only VLAN 30. VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 will be removed from allowed on trunk. Let's just try it. Now let's verify it. Okay, here we can see that now VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 is removed from allowed on trunk. So we need to be careful here. Okay, now let's bring the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 back to allowed on trunk. Let's verify it again. Okay, now here we can see that the allowed on trunk is VLAN 10 and 20. The question is, how we can add VLAN 30 to the allowed on trunk without removing the VLAN 10 and 20? Let's just try it. Actually, the command is similar. So, switch port trunk allowed VLAN. And here we need to use one more command, which is add. So, switch port trunk allowed VLAN add, and then the number of VLAN, which is 30. Let's verify it. Do show interface trunk. Okay, here we can see that now the allowed on trunk is VLAN 10, 20, and 30. Let's also configure on switch 2. Interface fast Ethernet 0/5, switch port trunk allowed VLAN add 30. Let's verify it. Do show interface trunk. Okay, here we can see that the allowed on trunk is VLAN 10, 20, and 30. Now, let's try ping between PC in the VLAN 30. Okay, now the result is success. I think enough for this video. I hope you understand about allowed on trunk. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.